What's up, Anime and Beer here with the continuation of Let's Review Blackest Night. Uh, Up next is Tale of the Corpse, issue 1, which this issue is broken up, I guess you can say, into three sections. It goes over Saint Walker and becoming the Blue Lantern. It goes over the Yellow Lantern, not really the Yellow Lantern, just Mongol Sun and the love and I guess attention he's trying to seek from his father, and the last is the Indigo tribe. Um, just going over Saint Walker for a little bit. Pretty much, it just shows how he became the Blue Lantern, which is a very sad story. His planet being in disarray. There's fighting, killing. Uh, his city's on fire, and he doesn't know what to do. All he has is his family and his faith in his religion. Um, which is kind of, I felt like I got a Christianity vibe from it. Got Messiah, his Bible. He goes over Bible verses and scriptures every so often, and so with his city in disarray, he feels the only thing that can help is to go climb this big mountain called Mount Helios and ask help from the Messiah. So it's him, his dad, his wife, son, and daughter. They go on this journey up this mountain, and to me, I felt like the vibe I got from it was you had to lose everything to gain everything in a sense. Because along the way, they're walking across this bridge. Bridge snaps. He loses his father. Uh, but that doesn't stop him. He keeps climbing. He keeps his faith. And as they climb this mountain, it's just dreadful. Normally, the higher up you go, the colder it gets. In this case, the higher up they go, the hotter it gets. Um, him at this point, after his dad dies, it's him, wife, son, daughter. They come across this river, uh, take a break. The kids start playing, and the mom's playing in it a little bit. And eventually, a big rush of water comes and just sweeps all of them. The son and the father do survive. Unfortunately, the daughter and mother don't. But Saint Walker just his faith and his hope and the fact that everything will be okay is just so strong that he and his son continue on with their journey. But as they climb up, his son comes across some fruit, which he thinks is fruit, turns out to be a poisonous plant of some sort. He eats it, gets sick, and he dies. But once again, Saint Walker's faith and his hope that his Messiah will save him is so strong, he continues by himself up the mountain. When he finally reaches the top of the mountain, all that's there is this reflective pillar and no Messiah. So he's upset. He's cursing his God, saying, I had all my faith in you, but my family just saw empty blessings. If there's a Messiah, you show him to me right now. And all that's left was in a lightning strike and him looking into this pillar at a reflection of himself. So there's a there's still hope left inside of him, which leads him back to his uh, village, city, and he starts preaching, he starts speaking, and this goes on for days. And the more he speaks, the more people actually take the time to stop fighting and listen. And the more they listen, the more he speaks, and eventually the sun starts de-aging, which I found this part of the comic to be so cool because when it de-ages, it turns a bright, deep blue color, in which we know that a blue flame is the strongest flame, it's the hottest flame. So the fact that, making the orange sun turn blue as it de-ages. I mean, it's kind of easy to pick up on, but the fact that it's the little things. It's the little things that you respect, and and of course we get the also epic ring flying out of the sun saying sentient found, which means that if it's found a wearer, it's found a someone worthy to wear it, and it zips and makes a beeline through the crowd and finds its way to Saint Walker. Saint Walker becomes the Blue Lantern, and pretty much the ring tells him that your ability to instill hope in people is pretty much the reason why we gave you the ring. Um, can't wait to see more of the Blue Lantern, because they are a pretty powerful bunch. Um, they're able to make constructs based on the person they're using it on, hopes and aspirations and things like that. Um, but yeah, just matter of fact, let me get to the page, just to go over a little bit of going over their history, and I'm just going to read this verbatim from the comic. After being banished from the Guardians of the Universe for embracing emotions, Ganthet and Sade venture to the sacred garden world of Odin, where they establish their faith-driven corps of blue light. Although there are but a handful of blue lanterns, their ranks consist of some of the most holy and righteous beings in the universe. So blue lanterns are based off of hope. So with hope, righteousness, faith, serenity, all that stuff, you know, and to go over a little bit of their powers. Blue Lantern. The blue ring creates constructs that soothes its target based on that target's hopes. Blue lanterns are also able to de-age dying suns into young, vibrant blue stars that shine in the night sky as a symbol of all the sea. Like other power rings, their ring provide flight, force fields, and communication. The blue ring charges a green ring and decharges a yellow. So, to me, that's kind of like not making one ring more OP than the next, you know, because Green Lantern rings only last about 24 Earth hours, and Yellow Lantern rings feed off fear. So, in the middle of a Green Lantern finding a Sinestro Corps member, their ring could just die. So, if you got a Blue Lantern by your side, you're pretty much you're limitless. Your power's endless. Some of the weaknesses are without a Green Lantern in close proximity, a Blue Lantern's ring will only allow limited flight and protection from vacuums of space. Really, if that's the only weakness, I don't care. I'm not trying to go into space. Me personally, if I had a Blue Lantern, I'm not trying to go to space. you know, I could give you power, take away yours. Hey man, I win. As long as I don't go into space, I win. But if I do go to space, it's kind of like, hey, Hal, John, Kyle, Guy, hey, when are y'all coming with me? You know. But the Blue Lantern Corps Skywalker story was it was sad, but yet it set the pace. It set a good template to what to expect from the Blue Lanterns. Uh, And the page that I just read off, where I read off the history and stuff, the other two stories have them, except for the Indigo Tribe. The Indigo Tribe has nothing, but I'm going to get to that. But yeah, that was the Blue Lantern Corps. Now we're going to head off into the Yellow Lantern Corps with Mongol Sun. Continue on with issue 1, and with what I'm going to call story 2 is titled Tales of the Sinestro Corps Mongol for Your Love. And pretty much what this story just tells is Mongol's son who just wants to be acknowledged from his dad. And in the story we see that he watching his dad leave to go, I guess, on like missions or just to check on some things or whatever. And pretty much what he does is he wakes up and he goes on his own journey. He has a sister, which he really doesn't care about. It's like all she does is sleeps all day, and I don't think she really cares about, you know, wanting love from her dad, and he's like, you know, I'm gonna go off and be like dad, pretty much. So in in the story, we see him suit up, and he literally looks like his dad. It's like it's kind of like the Saint Walker story. It's like all these species look alike. So when he does put on his gear, the only difference is, of course, he's a kid, so he's like way smaller than his dad. But the whole costume, get up, powers, all the same. So pretty much it just goes to show that he wakes up, he goes to this, I guess, like library, this digital library, and he just watches videos of his dad and all his victories against like the Justice League and all his fights and bouts and whatnot. And he thrives so hard to be like his dad that he actually like sets up skeletons, which the skeletons are from the planet that they're on, where his dad just where Mongol just decimates people. But he dresses these skeletons up as the Justice League. You know, you got Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, you know, the whole 9 yards, and he's just fighting them. He's using like the chest cannon to just blast at them, and you know, and in the middle of fighting these skeletons, he sees a plane come over, crash land, and they're alien beings. And pretty much what this little badass does, and I'm not saying badass as in dope, cool, nice. No, badass as in this is a little baby kid. He enslaves these aliens, makes them help him train to fight, makes them build a statue of himself like his dad has. He built a little throne for himself, and his dad shows up eventually and is like, what's going on? And he tells his dad, hey, there's these race of aliens. I enslaved them. They work for me. And what his dad does is freaking obliterates them and pretty much tells his son, nobody is going to serve you. I am the only one. I am the Alpha and Omega. Matter of fact, this is what he said verbatim. There is only one being on this planet deserving of veneration, and it is not you, boy. Understand? So, his dad pretty much just told him, for as long as I live, you will never be my equal or greater than me. And like I said, smashes his statue, and the kid still has respect for his father, but you can tell that he still wants to be his father. So although his father told him, you will never be my equal greater than me, he still wants to be his dad's equal or greater than him. So he pretty much puts the statue back together and pretty much says again verbatim, suns will soon shudder at my coming, and one day the stars will run red. I am content for now. Pretty much saying, yeah, Dad, yeah, eventually, yeah, I'm coming for you. Just to let you know, I'm coming for you. Um, so that story, didn't really like too much, because one is one of those things where unless you know the full story, like you don't get his son's name, you don't get Mongol's backstory, but it's like, well, of course he's related to the Yellow Lantern Corps, but this is my first time really indulging in the corpse like this. So I think Mongol is the embodiment of the Yellow Lantern Corps. Um, I'm gonna have to do my research on that. Okay, so he really wasn't anything too important. He was just aware of the ring. I thought he was like, I know Parallax was the, I forgot Parallax was the embodiment of the Yellow Lantern Corps. I don't know why I thought it was Mongol. Yeah. So moving on. Like I said, I really wasn't a fan of the Mongol story in this issue. So you're just gonna move on to the Indigo Tribe, which Yeah, this was very confusing. So I honestly cannot explain it. They don't speak English. They don't speak anything that you can understand, which plays a role because in the story, a Green Lantern and a Yellow Lantern were fighting. This tribe is just walking around, and they just happen to stumble across the fight, and and I can't even explain it. Yeah, that yeah. And what's funny is the Green Lantern that was fighting, uh, tried to translate their language, and the ring couldn't do it. So that this story, like I said, very confusing. Um, and after you couldn't find that out, and this story is also a very short one as well. So pretty much, during the fight, or not even during their fight, because they're exhausted, they're laid out. And so what the Indigo tribe, I guess, leader does is she touches him and kills him. And at first you can't tell she kills him until you see the ring say that the wearer is deceased. Um, I can't even describe this story. It's so the Yellow Lantern tries to fight back. She pretty much just eats up his attack and then kills him. And then they go back to talking their language, and that's pretty much the story. Even the whole detail page has nothing. Emotion, compassion, that's all you get. Homeworld unknown. History unknown. Powers unknown. Weaknesses unknown. And all you know is that they're the Indigo Tribe of Compassion, but yet they kill a member of the Green Lantern Corps. So so what's compassionate about that? So this story really was confusing, not in a bad sense, but it really it left some things to think about, some things. I'm really eager to find out more things about them because, like I said, some of these corps I know nothing about at all. So the Indigo Tribe I really have my eyes on. Um, but yeah, that was issue one, just giving you a little bit of breakdown of the Blue Lantern Corps, Mongol from the Yellow Lantern Corps, and give you a little taste of the Indigo Tribe. Because, like I said, the Yellow Lantern tried to attack her and she ate it. Like, not ate it, like she opened her mouth, but, you know, nothing happened. So I'm real eager to see what happens with the Indigo Tribe. I'm eager to see what happens with any of these corps and just see where Blackest Night takes them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, Next up is going to be the Blackest Night. I don't know if I'm going to do issue 0 and 1 separately because that's what's next, or if I'm just going to do them together in one video. Um, but yeah, I'll make that decision when the time comes. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If there's anything I need to change up, let me know. Please like and share. Uh, Again, I do this solely for fun. Uh, so, you know, you don't have to smash that like button for more content. More content is going to come regardless. So, yeah, we also have another podcast coming along for Dragon Ball Z. Um, and then what else I have? More of the Blackest Night reviews and Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers are dropping two new comics. That's what they call respectively Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers, which I'm super excited about, so I may start reviewing that as well. I'm going to start Random Rants, which is going to be a video of me just picking a topic and just going off on it, and hopefully it's funny. Uh, the crew told me I should do that. But yeah, this is the video. Hope you guys like. Please subscribe. Please criticize. Just all that good stuff. But talk to you later, guys. Talk to you later, guys. Take care. Peace.